Hi ladies and gentlemen, Chet here from Avion Technology in the Chicagoland area. We are a digital agency that works with other smaller digital agencies to help them scale up, become more profitable, turn around. We also work with a lot of small businesses to create an excellent web digital presence for them. So today, so this is a part of my series about various industries. So today I'm going to talk about the restaurant industry. I'm going to discuss 5 websites within the restaurant industry that I have liked. Today's video, the audience again is smaller agencies. I hope you take a look at this video. You will see these the URLs in the description below. You can also see the screenshot. It's also for other restaurant owners to kind of take a look at it and see if you like these designs. The restaurant industry, it's a lot about presentation. So I know that presentation is extremely important in the restaurant industry. It's very important how you present yourself. It's not just about the cuisine and the experience that they have when they're eating it, but it's also the ambiance. The web presence is a part of that whole experience, in my opinion. So if you own a restaurant, it's extremely important that you have a web presence that reflects what your restaurant is about. A lot of these sites you will see, the one common theme going through all of them is that they represent class, they represent sophistication, but they represent the personality of the owners, and they represent the personality of that restaurant. So that's vitally important. So the first one is Nomad DK. This one is extremely minimalist. I think it's almost in the. By the way, this is. I think it's a Danish restaurant. It's extremely minimalist, and it has a very Nordic aesthetic, almost like IKEA. I like that aesthetic because it shows a certain minimalistic, clear, clean kind of lines, extremely simple. So I definitely like this. Take a look at it, Nomad.dk. The next one is 11madisonpark.com. I've liked it because of white space. I love white space. I think that white space on a home page, which is used intelligently, can convey a lot, and it almost helps to create a personality to that homepage. So definitely white space, 11madisonpark.com. So look at it for the white space. They've also used photos really well. I like that. They've used photos really well. And it has a very smooth scrolling. What happens is that sometimes, in an effort to use parallax, websites end up creating a scroll which is very jumpy. This site has used scrolling really well. Next one is thomaskeller.com. Thomas Keller is a very famous chef. So his this restaurant is in California. They've tried to present a fine dining kind of an experience look, and the website reflects that. Looks very sophisticated. The reason why I picked them is because they had very detailed information in terms of the menu. They upload a PDF menu every day. I found that really amazing. And they have a lot of detailed information. Now, a trend that I've seen happening in e-commerce, but it's really a trend happening across the board, is that everyone does their due diligence before they come to a website, before they shop, before they go to a restaurant. So chances are that your restaurant's patrons or future patrons, future customers, will go to your website, check out the menu. And it's not just about the menu anymore, it's about the owner, his life story, his life journey. So everyone is looking for that holistic experience. That's the reason, given a Starbucks versus an indie coffee shop, people prefer to go to an indie coffee shop because there's some personality to it, there's some history to it. So if you're a restaurant owner, your website needs to reflect that personality. It reflects your history. It should reflect your journey. The colors, the font, the parallax, the images, all of that should kind of fit into some grand motif. Extremely important. Because your future customers are going to first check out your website. And if that creates a good first impression, then they're going to come to your restaurant. The next one is the aleniagroup.com. These guys are based out of Chicago. I've loved their website because it has a very innovative and immersive design. The guy who started this, the chef, he actually had cancer. He was diagnosed of cancer back in 2005 or 6, and they've also shown that part of his story. And again, like I said previously, all of these things matter. The restaurant has avant-garde cuisine, so the website also is very avant-garde. They've used photos really well. And the last one is dinnerbyheston.com by Heston Blumenthal. This is an English. This Heston Blumenthal is an English chef. What I liked about his site is his style of cooking is very historical. So what he does is he goes back into the English gastronomical scene. He goes back in history and kind of takes out recipes that were en vogue 500 years back in England, and then he recreates those. So the website reflects that. There's almost like a historical feel to the website. It's also very clean, and they've used JavaScript really well. I'm a big fan of really good parallax, really good JavaScript. And so any site which has, JavaScript is a hit or miss, because if the Java developer knows what they're doing and if they're using good parallax libraries, it ends up creating an amazing experience. But if the developer doesn't know what they're doing, or if they're not good, it creates a very clunky experience, and that's horrible. It's really horrible to see bad JavaScript. But these guys have done a really good job. So it's dinnerbyheston.com. So you will see all of these in the description box below. Check them out. Again, I cannot. So the key takeaway from this is that if you own a restaurant, you should have a website. Period. But that website should be classy. It should be an investment, because a lot of your patrons are going to check out that website and then decide to come. In one of these series, future videos, I will actually talk about what are the must-have functionalities for a website. But the key takeaway from this series is that simple, uncluttered, nice design will be a very good ambassador for your restaurant business. So if you own a restaurant, or if you own an agency that's working for another restaurant, please keep this in mind. If you like today's content, press like. If you want to subscribe, press subscribe. If you want to give me a shout, these are my coordinates. Here, Avion Technology Chicago. And these lectures are a part of our educational series. We work with a lot of small agencies and small businesses, and it's an effort to educate what we've learned in the last 20 years. So I hope you liked it. Thank you so much.